book I've ever reviewed. The woman's name is Louise, E-S-O-L-A. She lives in San Diego. And she was at a cocktail party with her ex-Marine husband. And somebody walked up to her and said, "Have you ever heard of the Frank E. Evans?" Which she had not. Well, she worked for a small newspaper, and still does, in California. She went back to the office, asked her boss, "Can I write an article about the Frank E. Evans?" When she got into it, she realized that there's a whole lot more to this than an article. She went back to her boss and said, "Can I write a book?" It took her 4 years to write the book. She's done an exhaustive amount of research on this book. The sad part about it is the last chapter's not been written. The Defense Department does not answer when you ask them. She and the Frank E. Evans Foundation or Association asks the Defense Department to put the names on the wall. They don't even answer. Now, who can understand that? I don't know why that is, but I called her. I very seldom talk to the authors, especially not ahead of the review. But in this case, I really needed to talk to her to find out what's the scoop with these names. Why aren't they there? So I called her, and she was born in 80-something, after the Vietnam War was over, so she's obviously not a veteran. Well, she's earned her way to be a veteran now after what she did. If you read this book, you'll be amazed.
How about James Scruggs? I mean, is he aware that?
I'm sure he's aware of it. She and the Association of the Frankie Evans Survivors and the Lost Sailors have been in touch with everybody. The Pentagon, presidents, you know, you name it. If anybody here's got a connection, you might want to use it. But strangely enough, some of the names are on walls in, you know, those portable ones or smaller memorials in the states that they're from. And I could talk on this for 2 hours, but I better just. I hope you didn't think I was spoiling the book by telling you what happened. But she puts it up front. You know when you buy the book, it's called American Boys. You know right away that the 75 have died. 74 are still on the 6 miles down in the sea. One body was recovered that didn't sink. So I talked to her for quite a while, and she is very involved in trying to get those names on. 3 of the boys were named Sage. They were all on the same ship. They're from Niobrara, Nebraska, and they all died. They were on the ship because they requested to be on the ship. I think there's a Navy ordinance about not having family members together, but they requested that they be there. And